Yeah, so that was this morning, and
I was out shopping with my sister. It was really
blew my mind.
masculine experience.
I called him at like 12 o'clock on the dot, and I'm like, there's no way this dick is answering the phone.
No.
He probably stayed up till 8 o'clock,
Right.
and he just now getting to sleep.
And you were right. I did stay up till 8 o'clock,
Yes, and then you stayed up till 9, till 10, 11, then 12 when I called you.
and now it's 1:30.
And you're still awake, so
That's true.
well done.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I'm tired.
I bet. I can only imagine. I was tired last night.
But, yeah, did some shopping. I actually went to Burlington Coat Factory with a, what do you even call those hats? Like the old zoot suit hats. I wore that the entire time I was at the store.
I wouldn't. No, it's not. I wouldn't say zoot suit. It's more like one of the 20s or.
Well, that's when people wore zoot suits, isn't
For-
it? 20s?
When I think of 20s, the Roaring 20s. I think of the Great Gatsby. He wasn't wearing a zoot suit.
Whatever.
In the movie, he didn't wear a zoot suit.
I didn't see the movie. I read the book.
I saw the movie in Miss Bergeron's class.
Really?
Yes.
Didn't we read the book in Cheryl's class? It's regardless.
Wait. Yes, Cheryl. Yeah. Bergeron was social studies.
Yeah.
I think Cheryl was English.
And we played that world domination game, and it was really, really fun.
Yeah, dude, I almost won.
I was Great Britain. I totally didn't win. And Great Britain is stacked in that game. I don't know how I didn't win.
Dude, I was Germany.
Really?
And yeah, I trusted the wrong people and ended up screwing myself. And
I think the guy who won was Germany, and he's my ally for a long time. And then at the end, he fucking turned his back on me. And then, I don't know, it was fun.
kind of like what happened to me.
It was my first taste of betrayal. Sophomore year, social studies class. Miss Bergeron. That fucking cunt.
Anyways, yeah, you went shopping. You found a nice hat. You got coat and everything. What else?
Well, we got some headphones so that we could actually hear ourselves when we do this vidcast, podcast, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was leaving, my sister handed me a gift card, which just happened to have $200 on it. Sometimes
That's nice.
It pays to be the only person in your family who's doing anything right at all. I'll just say that.
Oh yeah, I hear you.
And my brother likes to bitch and throw fits that she never takes him shopping and whatever. And she always invites him, and he always says no. And, can you get ready in 30 minutes? No, because it has to take him 2.5 hours to get ready to do anything, even though it's not like he looks good or anything.
Either way.
So,
You know, man, speaking of falling into money.
I'm still bitter about this. So I don't...
Last night, there's some mishaps with Lucy and
Lucy
everything.
got punched in the face.
Yeah, by a huge lesbian bitch.
The big fat white cunt who we used to party with sometimes.
Yeah, I went to her house, got a couple drinks.
Pimply face.
Redhead.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Just kind of spilling over the side of her pants.
Yeah, so they got in a little mishap over at her family's house. And we went down there to look after her. We took her home and everything. I was kind of hungry. So Joseph was nice enough to, he was like, all right, well, get me a club. And, I'll stay here with Lucy. Or whatever.
Yeah, he took my car because I was staying protecting Lucy and went to go get some Subway for himself and left without even asking me what I wanted. I'd say, oh, Roman, wait. Let me give you this 10. If you could maybe get me a Subway club, that'd be nice.
You knew I was going. Do I have to ask?
It would have been nice if you had asked. That's all I'm saying. Point is, you didn't ask. And then what happened after that?
All right. So I go down there,
All right.
talking the
My
people
car.
in Joseph's car, and go to my favorite Subway on 43rd and Bethany because they have vanilla Coke.
Vanilla Coke.
And I freak out for vanilla Coke. Make sure that gets in the screen.
Yeah.
I freak out for vanilla Coke. I get out, and there's this dude that comes up to me, older black dude, and he gives me like a whole story. He's like, "Look, man, I was in a fire. I got 3rd-degree burns all over my legs." He pulls up his pants. I'm like, "Oh."
He's got 3rd-degree burns on his legs, and you give him $5.
All right, look. Here's what he says. Like, look, I need like $14 more to get my prescription. I don't know if it was pain medicine or some kind of ointment. That doesn't matter. He had like a whole story, and he had evidence to prove it.
He was hitting you up for money. I mean,
he was probably going to the smoke shop and get some smokes. Right? He gave me a little story, and I bought into it, and I was feeling generous. Mm-hmm. So I gave him like $5.
Not too generous.
Not that generous, but I gave him $5.
Which was the smallest bill you had on you.
The smallest bill I had on
If you had a smaller bill, if you had like 3 ones, would you have given him that instead?
Yes. I would have given him like 3. I would have given him 3 ones. That's the honest to God truth.
Okay. He asked for $14. You'd have given him 3 ones.
Yeah, and the thing is, I gave him a 5. It's like, oh, dude, can I get like 10 more? And I'm like, no, that's what I can give you right now. I'm kind of struggling myself right now. So, yeah, that I gotta go, man. I gotta go. He was like, all right, thank you. And I'm like, all right. So I dipped out. I'm going down Northern. I turn on 27th to Daniels, and I kind of see something in the road. And I'm like, what was that? And I kind of did a U-turn right. I'm looking. I can't really find it. I do a U-turn again, and I kind of see it. So I park in the bus stop.
I mean, you must have had some idea what it was, because every time you tell this story, you act like it was just some random thing, and you couldn't quite tell what it was, and it might have been a kitten, and it might have been a fallen star.
It looked like money.
Okay.
I wasn't sure if it was or not. It kind of looked. It was folded up, but you couldn't even tell like what it was. But it kind of just looked like money.
Right.
Anyways, parked in the bus stop. Open the door, look around. I see nothing. I back up, and I'm thinking, like, I should just go. I'm wasting time. I'm a dick in the middle of the road. And I back up, and I see it again, and I scoot up, and I wait for cars to pass, and I run out in the middle of the road, pick it up, and halfway down, towards the car, I look at what it is, and
Son of a
yeah,
bitch.
Right there.
Son of a bitch.
You
know how many random people I've given money? You think I've ever gotten instant karma? Of course not. He didn't even give the guy as much money as he wanted.
Granted. I mean, I'm not saying that all this money that I've given to homeless people over years is finally coming back to me. That's not how this works. This isn't a bank. You don't get interest in, your givings or your charitable givings.
It was instant fuck karma.
Yeah, okay? It was. And I freaked out. You know how long I've been, walking with my head hanging low and just looking for that $100 bill, and $100 bill right in the middle of the road. I mean, first off, you know how many people drove down that road before me and after I got there and had no idea it was there? I mean, you have to have a certain amount of...
I mean, I guess I had just driven down that road and not noticed that it was there.
We both were down there. I didn't see it the first time. You didn't. I mean, it was lucky.
And I should have just fucking left Matt with Lucy and went to Subway with Roman, and then I had $50 in my pocket, and now I'm $50 poor.
No. You're $200 richer, plus 2 hats. We got the headphones and
a jacket, and some socks and some underwear.
So I'm sure you're terrible right now. I understand that.
Man, I could have had all that plus $50.
For the record, granted, we would have been in your car, and you probably would have been driving, given it's your car. But I would have stopped you. But you know what, man? I probably wouldn't even have seen it, because if I wasn't driving, I would have been looking so intently at the road. So neither one of us would have $50, and I wouldn't have $100.
The way you're a passenger, I think you still would have been looking at the fucking road.
Probably.
You're looking for mistakes I'm making all the goddamn time. Anyway,
I'm worried about myself as well.
We're getting pretty close to the 20-minute mark, which is a good place to stop. Charlie, we love you.
Love you, man. Miss you already. I miss you.
If I were here, or if I were there, or you were here, I would put my mouth completely on your penis. Just for the record. Not yours, his. It's not gay, alright? Just get a hold of yourself. He's serving our country. He's twice the man we'll ever be. Love you, Charmander. Take it easy.